Brothers and sisters, as I always say, soldiers and soldierettes, salute. I give honor and much appreciation and that spirit of protection from that righteous, supreme being, the true God, the ultimate God, not that false God. Place protection over us, our families, our children, our walk, our lives. Those that are, this protection is for everyone, for those in the struggle, if you're trying and if you got that righteous spark within, you'll get there. Because remember, those who are standing strong and have a righteous spirit of steel, remember, we went through a lot of levels to get where we are, and that's brother or sisters and in our families, and even some young youth, some just got tired of the mess and wanted their life to be better and be blissed or blessed, but you got to work for it. It's not just going to happen. So we appreciate the times, appreciate those who helped us, who cared about us, things that played a part in our growth, in our lives, and that's brother or sister. And I give honor to our families. May all of our families prosper and everything we touch turn to gold, and always honor thy ancestors, those who fought and gave through tooth and nail and left a blueprint for the melanated brothers and sisters. And always appreciate anyone, whether in a small space or a big space, that have added to the growth of our lives, as I said, brother or sister, young or old, and in our families. And that's what brings me to the conclusion of appreciate the energy we get back, the positive energy that we get back. Appreciate it and acknowledge it. Acknowledge it within, excuse me, I'm fumbling, but acknowledge it within ourselves, and then show that energy, put it back out to the world, and that's brother or sister. So that's what leads me to this banner. And I want to thank this brother that commented, and this is 8 months ago. I love putting out good energy, and I love, showing one's gifts and looking up information and, and interacting with family and brothers and sisters in our circle that we come across online. I'm talking about the good, wholesome things now. When you're in a righteous realm, toxic things, you won't even pay it no mind after a while. When you study on positive energy and take it serious, you begin to appreciate the small things and the big things, because it all plays a part in our growth, as I said. And it just builds that positive bank that we've been building over time, that positive energy that we have accumulated over time. And just because, not to get anything, not to undermine, as I always say, we do it for that great, great divine. And when we're on divine time, we're always fine. Because remember, I've said this, we're on divine time, not man's time or our time. We're on divine time. And it's beautiful when we can know this and get in line with it. And when you just enjoying the journey, as I always like to say, and just going with the flow, many great things will come about. And this is one of them on my banner. And salute to all those who comment on my videos and podcasts, and my son and I, Lord Lamont, and some people commented on our father and son discussions. Any videos that you have, even those that have commented and haven't done it in a while, I appreciate you too. That means you have a caring spirit. You took the time to listen to a brother. Because, and why do I put emphasis on this? Because there are many great brothers and sisters out here. We always keep a family spirit. I always put that family spirit out there, even when we're by ourselves. It's emphasis on that. Keep a family spirit, whatever road we're on, especially if it's right. I'm talking about a righteous road. Just keep that family spirit. You'll be fine. You'll be okay. Don't let the wrong things or doubt enter one's mind. Stay on course, so you can see those signs. We can't see the signs if we're blind. Remember, we're on divine time. That's brother, sister, in our families, young or old, in the world or online. I mean this, because I always keep that protective spirit for all, especially those who are righteous. And like I said, those are struggling. Everybody has a choice. So what choice are you making? So I wanted to talk about this comment that I got. And again, salute to this brother. I can't say the name right. It's a long name, so I don't want to cock it all up. But I come across this every now and then, just kind of, just look at it. It's nice when you have those that really care, and this could mean for everybody. I'm not, like alienate anyone. This podcast that I'm doing now represents all those that truly do care from the pit of the soul. Okay, this means you too. I just saw this comment and, thought I'd acknowledge the brother. And I wanted to read what it said. And this was actually a song off of a song I did, and I'll put it in the end screen. And it's called Stop Playing. And this is a comment the brother left on that song. And like I said, I put it in the podcast or in the end screen. And I wanted to read it, just acknowledge it and thank that great divine for putting that in that brother's spirit to take the time to type, because he didn't have to, as well as others, because it's another sister that comments on my my videos sometimes. And I've actually met her. I haven't met her in person, but I actually met her on another brother's platform. And it's beautiful when we can do that, when we connect and we're not looking for nothing. And she hasn't commented in a while, but she does every now and then. But I appreciate any comment one gets. We can't get lost in this social media world. Just be thankful for those that do care, and that's those far and near, not, like I said. Okay, I want to read this. And it says, walk, it's supposed to say fear, but it says feet, but I think he meant fear. Walk with no fear. My goons ward off all evil. And the ratio, if I said that right, is 101. The ratio, I think if I said that right, excuse me if I didn't say that right, ratio is 101. Like that movie with Cruella DeVille, 101 dogs in a pack, and they don't leave a trace. So keep faith. You can just carry on knowing you're safe. And Annie rhyme, that's cool. And I like that, and that's the kind of thing I do all the time. I always say I call down protection from that great divine, for ourselves, from ourselves. I say that a lot. So brothers and sisters, and I'm sure it's those that know this, but those that are not really in tune with putting out great energy and knowing how serious it is, negative or positive, I'm telling you, when you're on the right side of positivity, on the right side of that righteous energy, you'll see little things like this. But to some people, they'll think small things like that is nothing, it's just a comment. No, we have to pay attention to every little thing that great divine sends us. Remember, it could come the most powerful thing can come in a small package, as a lot of us know, but those that when we come into, a new walk, or where we finally awaken after we went through all the levels, because I know we hear that word awaken a lot, and it's easier said than done. It's a lot of things that we have to work out within ourselves. And I think the more, however long it took us to come out of the conditioning that this system will have us in, that's about how long it takes to, however long we were in it, it's about how long it takes to come out of it. But you have to stay at it, because it's no fun when you get caught off guard by different things in our lives. So that's the main goal of staying as righteous as we can possibly be. And again, it's not about being this total saint, this perfect brother or sister. It's being the most righteous as we can possibly be, as close as we can get to it. If not perfect, 100%, why not? Being 100% is great. That's what if we can't get 100, at least strive for it. We'll get there. Little increments. Like I said, you got to stick with that higher force and not this false God, because if you have a false God, like many of us have said, I don't want to take nobody else's analogy, but a lot of us say this. If you're following, and we have a conscience, a lot of times we do know, we just don't, we got to listen to those red flags and those little voices. We'll know if we're following a false God. And notice I said following, because you won't follow anything if you're a leader. You will stand with brothers, sisters, and be in tune with that real God, not no false God. Because you're following, like I was getting ready to say, if you're following, quotation marks, a false God, it's like pouring water into a bucket with holes in it. A lot of us use that analogy, but that's the one thing that comes to mind, and we're just wasting time. And then, life can be short. You just never know what happens. So no matter, stay like things like I'm doing now, reading this brother's comments. Salute, things that our family have done, and our children are doing, just the wonderful things. Don't let social media take those beautiful, wonderful human moments that we need to see in our lives to feed us and keep us knowing that we are human and not fucking robots. We are human beings. So let's get away from that. So like I said, we have righteous brothers and sisters in comments and chat rooms too. They are people too, you know. So yeah, and of course there's bad ones, and people be watching people channel and all that old dumb shit. I know that's out there too. But if we're in that righteous realm, as I said 100 times, we'll know who the real ones are, even if we don't understand each other. But things like this comment, like this brother here, I bet you that brother probably got a pretty good life, you know. Just by doing that, that great divine will bless him or bless him, and anyone else in this life or in this world, and not just social media, but anybody that's doing something positive for another individual, whether it's brother or sister, and not looking for nothing. You're blessed right then and there, or blessed. Real talk, because that's storing up what? Positive energy, you know. So be thankful for the positive energy that we get back, whether it's small or big. Appreciate it. Because what did that great divine, that higher supreme God, the real God, what does that God love? Loves positive energy. So appreciate it when we get it, you know, whether we understand it or not. You know, we don't, like I say, we don't always have to get something for what we give. Just give it. Giving it is the gift, because the feeling of knowing that you've, you know, put a smile on someone's face or made someone feel better, and this anyone, in our families, our significant other, our children, you know, those in our circle, you know, just do it because that great divine tells us to do it. Because, you know, the great divine is never going to tell us nothing wrong, right? So follow that great divine spirit that a lot of us have. Everyone, especially melanated brothers and sisters, we all have divine abilities. We just got to be in the right space and have our pineal gland open to see it, and not open to anything. Have tunnel vision to toxicity around us. Fuck toxicity, because we have family, children, significant others, and those in our circle that generally do care, like this brother here, the comment I read. And I appreciate him doing that, because this is the kind of stuff I have in my spirit all the time, a protection for those I love and my family, those that I'm connected to, and that's far or near. And I mean this because it's very important, the energy we harbor in oneself. So that's all the more reason we should appreciate the energy that comes back to us. Salute. So I want to read this one more time, you know, before I go, and thank all those that comment and those that mean well on this spiritual, righteous spiritual walk. Walk with no fear. And this is not only for me, this is for anyone listening or anyone out there. You know, thank you, brother, for this comment and any other comments. Walk with no fear. My goons ward off all evil. And this is a rhyme too, actually. Walk with no fear. My goons ward off all evil. And the ratio is 101. Like that movie with Cruella de Vil. 101 dogs in a pack, and they don't leave a trace. So keep faith. You know, that real faith. Faith like steel. You can just carry on knowing you are safe. Keep faith, carry on knowing you are safe when you have that great divine spirit. You're more than faith, though. You are protected. You know, you are powerful, brother or sister, young or old. We got this, you know. Stick with that divine spirit. It's no joke. And you will see great energy come back. So one more time, I got to say it. Thank that brother, other brothers and sisters that have helped the brother along the way, my family that stuck in there with me when sometimes I didn't even deserve it. And that's why I am the brother I am today, as well as many other great brothers and sisters out there. So I salute all those that genuinely care about humanity and the world. Salute. Be thankful for that great energy that comes back to us, or we get that comes back. So that's my thought. And just stay up out there, you know, do whatever it takes to stay peaceful, to stay strong, and stay aware, brother or sister, young or old, and in our families. And I thank those that came in to another edition of EBX Discussions. Salute. That great divine has a plan for us that mean well, and that's a promise. Leaders and teachers, the real like-minded reachers and teachers that's doing their thing out there, staying strong. Forge forward and keep on doing what we've been doing. And I honor my family, and I honor your family. I honor my children, their mothers, brothers and sisters all over the world. Keep that ultimate peace in your part of the world, wherever you are right now. Salute.